In a world where Jim of all trades hasn't done a video in a week, YouTube is breaking down. Guys, if I can't get any better, maybe I can get a job doing promo videos for uh, for movies. Guys, my laryngitis is just killing me, man. Just absolutely killing me. Welcome to our live stream. How's it going, everybody? Chime in. Let me know you're here, and we'll pull up the charts and see what's going on here. See if we can figure out what's happening. Oh man. Let's see here. What's up, Hassan? How's it going? Hassan, how's it going? Whew. Aries, my brother Alan, how are you, sir? Hey, Tammy and Robert. Guys, I have the flu, influenza A, and it ain't no joke, buddy. If you get it, it's gonna put you down. Uh, my whole family got it, unfortunately. So, hey, Ahmed. All right. Well, Ethereum's kind of pumping a little bit more than the others are. It kind of invalidated the 1212 count we had. That may be telling the tale for Bitcoin eventually and Litecoin. So we'll see if we can make sense of the charts the best we can, guys. So this is a public live stream, so this is a mix of the Telegram group and everybody on YouTube. So welcome. I hope you guys can listen through this messed up voice. You definitely don't want to be looking at me, so I don't have the video on for myself. So, all right. All right, I'm doing okay. I mean, it's just I've just been home in bed all week, so it's not just hard to talk. It's hard to speak, and so I haven't been able to do videos much. So we're gonna power through, and can everybody hear me and understand me? Okay. All right. 31 of you here, so let's see if I can just pull up the chat on my phone here real quick. Hey, Jose. Hey, Tammy. By the way, thank you for all the well wishes. Some people have been checking in on me in the comments to see how I've been doing. And I'm sorry I've been absent all week, guys. I shoot since I started the channel. I've done a video every day since last May or April since last year, and I've only missed a couple of days. I can count on one hand, generally speaking, that I haven't live streamed or provided a video. But this week has been pretty bad. So anyway, all right. Well, let's jump in. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. All right. So first off, we need to understand that the Elliott count is not clear. Okay, so we're not going to be able to rely on Elliott much here. For what direction we're going to be able to look at the structure of the wave that's being formed and try to come away with some ideas about it. But Elliott's not going to help us a whole lot because there's so many different counts we could be in. In this kind of scenario where we are, if you're not in a position long from the bottom or short from the top, it's really not a good place to try to enter into a position Okay, if you're thinking about trading, it's just let me just talk about that for a minute. Listen, guys, and I was talking to somebody in our group here. I was just trying to instill this notion that we are not gamblers. Okay, you might be, but I'm not a gambler. We're not gambling our money away. Okay, we're not guessing which direction it's going, and then just trading what we hope might happen. We're trying to figure it out and have an edge on the market for sure. Um, so at this stage in the market, there's no clarity. It's in the middle of no man's land. It's at these levels where it doesn't want to. I mean, we're meeting a resistance zone right here. That. Let's see if I can mark it for you so that you can see it. We've got price all in here. Okay, and we're meeting a zone here where there's a lot of action here, a lot of price hit some resistance here, you got some action in here, and so this is a key level here that either we're going to break through or we're going to bounce down from. We could pop through it and then come back, okay? Because there are other zones that we can focus in on. We can get ourselves another zone right here. We got the top of these wicks here, bottom of these wicks here in this region. Okay, and this would be the next zone of importance where price would come on up. Okay, so price is correcting. To me, some things to note. That looks like a corrective wave. Does not look impulse to me. It looks corrective. Um, yeah, it just doesn't look impulse to me at all. It looks like a corrective type of wave. It appears we've got one more wave to go to the upside. I think the RSI is supporting that as well. The RSI is supporting another hit to the high. I'll show you that in just a minute. So anyway, just be smart right now. We're not in an area where it's wise to take a position. Again, the Elliott count isn't clear, and it's not super helpful in trading for now. But let's talk about what the possible count is, and then we'll talk about the RSI, what that's telling us, what wave structure is telling us, and then try to come to some conclusions here. Let me just clear my chart here. There we go. Okay, so looking at this wave count here, we've been entertaining this as a 1-2-1-2. In Bitcoin, it has not been invalidated yet. However, in Ethereum, it has been invalidated, which is concerning to me slightly. So I'm taking that with a grain of salt there with that information. We came down to the 1618 here, the one as we had the extension off of here. The question mark is, what is this right here? Okay, what is that? It's always been that's the question. Is it an A, B, and a C wave, and that's finished? And so you'd have to have 5 waves here. Okay, and you might say that there are 5 waves there. I don't like the way they look, but I really don't like the way this wave ended. I hate that. I can't stand that. I don't like that at all. It just is a it's, it's just it's a big, oh, that stinks uh, pile of garbage right there. So anyway, but it's possible that we could have 5 waves finished in this C. And if that's the case, there's a couple of things that could happen. So if this is an ABC and it's a finished ABC, then or WXY, and that's another possibility, the way to delineate that as well. And that might even be a little bit better, to be honest with you, a WXY. And the reason I say that is because the WXY, every wave has to have 3 waves, right? So we can get 3 here, and then this is a nice 3 wave if you look at it this way. A, B, and then C. You got 5 waves in here. I like that a little bit better, the way that looks. So I like that as a WXY a lot. Looking at it now as it's finished, and we've had a reaction off the bottom. Okay. So that's a possibility as a WXY correction. But here's the deal. Zooming out, let me zoom out here. Um, is that finished? Okay, that's the big question. That's the big question mark. Is that finished? So, a couple of things that could happen. Yes, it could be finished, meaning we could have some kind of a one wave here, and this is a three wave pullback too. And now we're on our way to the moon, guys. Okay, that's a possibility. Don't everybody get your moon suits on yet. Don't everybody just start jumping in because I said that. That's just a possible wave count. Okay, but you have to understand what Bitcoin can also do to us. Okay, we could be coming up here if this is a WXY right here. That's three waves. We could be coming back up for another three waves of like size and shape. Retests, 50 to 60%, even 90% of that wave structure potentially. And then we could get another three wave structure to the downside like that. And in that case, we would have a larger complex correction. Okay? And you need to understand that that's a possibility as well. So, in other words, a simple correction, which, well, we have technically a complex correction if that's a WXY, could be just an ABC. But regardless, it's a three wave move. If it could become more complex if we get a three wave move in here. Okay? And then another three wave move. So, just because we're coming up here and we've invalidated the 1212 count, or we haven't invalidated it yet, but Ethereum has invalidated the 1212. But what I'm saying, by the way, some of you are asking questions about Ethereum and whatnot. What I'm saying about Bitcoin applies to Litecoin and Ethereum as well. It's the same stuff. If I go to that chart, I'm going to draw the same stuff on it. Okay, so you need to understand that. So um, the the three wave move here, um, if that's a three wave move, uh, could again be followed by a move to the upside, or it could be followed by a three wave move to the upside like that. This looks like a corrective wave. So to me, it appears more likely that we're going to get some kind of three wave move to the upside, or or this hasn't finished. That this is a one, two, this is three, this is four, and we're going to go down for five. Okay, still possible. That is still possible. Now with Ethereum having broken that today, um, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Uh, so with Ethereum having invalidated a 1212, it makes it more likely to me that well at least Ethereum is a three wave move here, and there's a three wave move here, and I don't know if that's finished or if there's more room to the upside. Okay, let's throw the fibs on that guy for a second. Okay, we head to one extension, heading to the 127. Knowing Ethereum and how extended it likes to get, we could come on even up here to the 261 range and the 1618. Um, so So, who knows what shape that's going to take. It's not looking impulsive to me, though, unless this is a 1-2-1-2. But this looks like it's one to fizzle out, actually. Looking at the RSI on Ethereum. Let's see here. You can see the divergence we have here. It's short term, short time frame divergence, but yet, it's there, so we can expect a little bit of a down move coming. Um, let's see here. So yeah, I mean, everything is up in the balance, guys. There's no clear clarity as to what the stuff is, and unfortunately, Bitcoin's going to have to reveal her hand until, uh, and we're not going to know until then. Okay, so for me, if you're not in a position right now, it's just a no trade zone. It's not smart. It's not smart to enter into a trade right here in the middle of something. If you're looking for a trade and this thing's going up, you should be looking for a short somewhere. Um, if price is coming down, you should be looking for a long somewhere. Okay, too many times traders are, as price is going up, they're wanting to get in long as price is way up here, and you're like, why? Why do you want to get long as price is all the way up here when prices move this far? You're not guaranteed any more distance in that price. You don't know how far that move is going to go, especially going up as correctively as it's going. Daggone it, Richard Hasty. You tick me off. I tell you what, man. Just keep your comments to yourself, please. Just keep them to yourself, dude. And just step away. I've been short from the top here. I'm in very good profit. I'm waiting for it to come on down. I'm trying to advise people who are looking to take a position right now. So if you want to have an attitude, have an attitude. Just get out of here, please. Daggone it. People tick me off. Let's see here. I just don't have any respect for people that don't have any kind of respect for others. Just, I'm done. Done, done, done. All right, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I just don't have it in me right now to. Dang it. It's a no trade zone. If you want to, let me tell you, if you want to enter a trade, you enter a trade. You enter in the middle of a wave. You go for it. That's just fine. If you guys want to gamble, I'm not a gambler. I'm a trader, and so there's no setup in the middle of a wave like this. We need to wait for it to play out so that we can then trade the next wave to the downside or to the upside. The market needs to reveal itself. It's not clear what it is. I mean, daggone it. What if the smarty pants here? We got a corrective wave. What if it tanks after that? Which it's likely to do. What if it happens? I mean, it's just pushing up slowly, and everybody starts to FOMO a little bit because it goes up a little bit. I mean, and and then you get mad when I call it down. I called this top. And we in our trading group, we nailed this top, and we traded it to the downside. Every one of us. It just doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Anyway, forgive me for my attitude. I'm sorry. All right. So right now it's the time to sit and let the market reveal what it's going to do. Let it finish. Okay. The market. There's going to be another trade. If the market comes up in a one wave, it's going to come back in a two wave. Okay. So I mean, it's just not going to take off and then go forever. Okay. Just even if it does. Okay. If you get a wave that starts taking off, okay, RSI gets overspent. That's when you look to short. Okay, small time frame, large time, or whatever. Okay, you wait for that pullback, three waves, and then you enter in, and you go. You just sometimes have to learn to watch the chart go by and say, okay, what's it doing? Where's it going? So anyway. Elliott wave isn't helpful right now. Let's take a peek at the RSI. I'll show you something I saw here on the RSI that you should see. We've got hidden bearish divergence, which is powerful. Here, I need to show it to you. So, what hidden bearish? This is really important to listen to. We're on the 4-hour chart right now. Okay, hidden bearish divergence is when you have the RSI moving in an upward momentum, okay, and it exceeds the last peak, okay, or last couple of peaks right there. You can see those peaks. The RSI peak here exceeded this peak and this peak, okay. Now the correlating peaks are right here, and right here, okay. Now, what you'll notice is if we draw a line from here down to here, down to the peaks, we have price unable to make a higher high. Price is unable to get above the other peaks, okay? While in this situation, price, the RSI is increasing. In other words, the strength of the move is in an ascending fashion, while that power, even though it's increasing, the relative strength of the move is greater than the last two peaks relatively, then it's been unable to carry price beyond those peaks, which indicates a weak price action, which would indicate at some point between here and here we're going to have a move to the downside. We're going to have a continuation move to the downside. Okay? And that is what we call hidden bearish divergence, and you can see that clearly on the 4-hour chart. Now, I think there's room personally for this thing to come on up here, like this RSI to come on up, which means price is probably going to come on up. But chances are it's not going to break, again, the price peaks of here. It's simply going to come up into the overbought region. Okay, increase the size of that hidden divergence, and it's going to end up coming on down. Okay, and that's what I'm personally waiting for. So if you want to wait, if you want to set up, if you want to wait for a trade, that's the trade I would be personally looking for. That I would let this price go on by, personally. Okay. In other words, I would let this price, if it's going to go on up, it's going to go on up. Let it go on up. But the RSI is indicating that we're going to get a corrective move or a move to the downside after this thing finishes. Okay, and this is on the 4-hour time frame, so it's going to take a little longer to play out. Okay, so this is longer term. It might be over the weekend. It might be Monday, something like that. Who knows? We'll have to see what Saturday and Sunday brings us. We usually get a Saturday, Sunday pump. So that might be what gets us up here. We might get a price pump. Okay. Um, you never know. Now, if you wanted to be risky and trade this thing, you thinking that, hey Jim, I think you might be right. We might be getting a price pump. This could be a 1, 2, and we might be getting a third wave up like this coming up. Then you go long right here and you put your stop underneath here and then you see what happens. Okay, nothing's going to hurt you doing that as long as you have a clear risk reward. Okay. You know where your targets are, and you know what price is looking like it's going to do. But that's not a bad play right there. This actually looks like it could be indeed a 1, 2, and now we're getting to move to a third wave, fourth, and fifth, and it's going to finish out like that. And so this RSI is going to come on up here like so. Now what you'll notice, um, let's see here. We've had bearish divergence here, and we did get this little down move right there. Okay, but it wasn't much of a divergence there, so we did get that to play out already. It appears. Okay, let's see here, and then we had hidden bullish divergence right here. So this is the next move. We had hidden bullish, which is indicating a move to the upside. Okay, now the question is this going to exceed this in price, or is this going to be shallow and we're going to have bearish divergence again? So we'll have to wait and see what kind of move we get to the upside here pretty soon. But yeah, it's not a bad idea maybe to go long right here. You got a kind of a close stop. It's not too bad. It's $200 away right now. It's not horrible. Not a bad risk reward there. You got a couple $200-$300 you know trade happening possibly. It looks like we're going to get that wave to the upside though. That's the way I'm looking. That's the way I'm thinking about it for now. Just looking at the waves with you. Okay. Can't guarantee it. This isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts on trading and how I go about it. Sorry guys, I got a drink here. Keep my voice going. I got some ginger ale here. Good money is never made over that fast. That's right. If you get lucky, that's not good trading skills. That's just luck. Um, all right. So, personally, I'm on the side. I mean, I'm currently in a short right now, but I'm in a short from 10,100 in that range. And I let it come back because I just believe this is a corrective wave and it's coming. And I'm not super big on I had no idea how big this corrective wave was going to be. Could have just been a little couple $100 move and then continuation. So because I didn't know that, I just held the trade and I hold through this stuff. And if I lose profit, I lose profit. But I'm not going to go negative on this, and it's a free trade and it's risk free, in my opinion. So. Let's see. Let me look at the 2-hour chart here. See what kind of RSI we got going on here. 2-hour RSI. I mean, there's still plenty of room to the upside. We are almost at 80. There's a lot of resistance in here in this price action, guys. So be careful. Okay, be very careful. Don't just don't go blindly. This is where the market makers like to have a lot of fun, right here in these last waves. So, let's see. What else could say here? Somebody mentioned, could this be a diagonal? Let's take a peek at that possibility. For a diagonal, I really like to see the shape. Guys, I like to see the shape. Um, you know, not a fan of that shape, especially the waves. I need to see three waves in there. There's no three waves there. Um, it would have to look like that. And I just, nah. I mean, to me, the shape isn't there and it's not in the making. I don't think that's a diagonal, personally. I understand where the sentiment is. It kind of looks, like a, diagonalish kind of price action there. I get that, but I don't think that's an Elliott wave diagonal, personally. So, not to be contrary, but that's. Somebody asked about a head and shoulders. Let me take a peek at that question here. Yeah, Justin, that's exactly right. Either we get a more complex correction, or it's done for sure. That's exactly right. Um, Alan, I'm glad you see that, man. I'm glad you see that. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm really. Uh, at the end of the day, we're traders, guys. We're looking for a place in the chart to put our money. That's a safe place. It's not gambling. It's not just saying, okay, let me put it here and see what happens. We don't want to be gamblers. We want to be traders, and so we want to wait for the setups to come. So there is a setup happening in that RSI, guys, and so in the 4 hour chart for sure that's coming. So just wait for it and then take her short. That's what I would be. That's the way I'm thinking right now. All right, even if it's just trading a corrective wave to the downside. All right, let's see here. I was gonna head and shoulders. I was gonna look at that question. Head and shoulders for me. Hey Bernard, what time frame are you thinking about the head and shoulders? Yeah, triple top on the hourly BTC. Yeah, right here on this little hourly. Yeah, but it could just zoom right past it. So we'll have to wait and see. The hourly close is happening here in about three minutes here, so um, it could just continue on to the upside. So be careful there. Um, the way I look at, let me just zoom in here just real fast. See what this looks like. See, this looks like a corrective type wave right here. It looks like a three wave, but um, this could be a diagonal right there. So that might be a diagonal if you wanted to see a diagonal. I got a three wave move here. Yeah, I don't like this as three waves, but it is what it is. And then there's three waves there. The third wave I don't like much, but regardless, we got a one, two, three, four, five. So that could be a diagonal there. Um, if it's not a diagonal, it's a corrective wave, guys, and this is going to be heading down. Alan, dude, wow, what a gift, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. That was unnecessary. Really, it is. But, man, I really thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. That just encouraged my heart. Thank you. So that could be a diagonal there, one wave. I suppose you can get a three wave move here. Thank you. That could be a three-wave move there. And then this could be like a 1-2, and then we're heading on up. So, you know, if this is going up from here, let me see if I can give you some targets here. Um, give you some targets. If you don't know how to pull extensions, let me teach you how to pull extensions. So if this is a 1 and a 2, so we're looking for the third wave to come up here. So what you do is you take your trend-based fib extension tool and you click on the bottom of the first wave, okay, where it starts, and then the top of the first wave, and that's measuring the top the first wave, okay. And then then the third click is gonna be at the bottom of wave 2. So we're going to extend it off of the bottom of wave 2, and then we're going to see what kind of wave we're looking to get. So we'd be getting something like this: a 1, 2, 3 would be coming up here to the 1618 region if it's a third wave. Okay, so that's 9300. You get a pullback for a fourth wave and then a fifth wave to the upside. So looking at a possible 9400 area, 9400 region. Is pretty, a likely candidate, for price to come up to. Now, if I want to be real technical, I can actually project this entire wave. Let me show you how I'd project it. So I've already projected the third wave right here at the 1618. Now keep in mind the third wave can go up to the 2618 just fine. So if it gets real ultra bullish, it's going to zoom up here to the 2618. Okay, so that's possible. So just keep that in mind. But the 1618 is the cutoff point where we say that is a an impulse wave. Okay, so anyway, then what we do is we can project the fourth wave by throwing the retrace on what the third wave is supposed to be, and so we put it on the third wave, and that's going to come down to the 382, which is going to come back to 9208 in that region right there. And then what we do to project the fifth wave, get the fibs off of that, is we throw the on the bottom of 1, top of 3 to the bottom of 4 there, and we're going to go to the 618. Okay, I'm going to go to the 618 as our fifth wave. $9,400, 9413 is a projected target for where this wave might go. So 9413 if this thing is a 1-2. Okay. Carrie, don't you dare. Let me just say that. That's enough said on that. All right. So that's what we're looking at, guys. The takeaways here are this: Elliott count isn't clear. Okay, Elliott count's not clear. We have a good chance that we're going to break the 1-2-1-2. That this isn't 1-2-1-2 to the downside anymore. There's a good chance of that. The reason I believe that is because the Ethereum has already done that. Ethereum's going to lead in the way, kind of maybe tilting the hand. Maybe not. Maybe not. We got Bitcoin's kind of going down right now. We'll have to wait and see. So, if Bitcoin continues to the upside, we've got a target of potentially 9413 in that ballpark. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Could get up to $9,600 if you get an extended wave. Okay, if the RSI is we are sorry, dag on it. What was I doing? Pulling up my RSI. There we go. Okay. The RSI is we are in the overbought region, but not overly overbought. So we still got room to go up. There is hidden bearish divergence on the charts, even in the 2 hour. You can see it here. This hidden bearish divergence. So I believe even if we go up for in a little bit here, guys, we're gonna be coming down. Um, there's gonna be a down move that's gonna be substantial. Um, even if it makes another low. It depends on how it goes up. So I'm not exactly sure if this is going to go up this way and then go up in three waves more complexly. Complexly. Yeah, in a more complex way. There you go. And then do we get another three-wave move to the downside? Are we going to get a really complex? And that's going to be miserable for us. You know, that's going to be just super miserable because what you'll notice is that just price is just going to stay in this range forever, forever, and that's what complex corrections do. They just stay in a range forever. So we're gonna have to trade this and see if we can scalp it and make some money. I might have to tweak my strategy if that's what we're gonna get. I might just trade some smaller swings. Get ready, Telegram group. I might start trading some smaller swings. You might see a different gem. I like personally the no stress way to trade, where I just enter in up here and hold it. But as this thing comes back up, yeah, it's taking half back. All right, it took half back. Am I worried? Not too worried. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away, but blessed be His name. So anyway, all right. So those are kind of the takeaways, guys. The way I'm thinking about it is, again, if you're not in a position, it's risky to play this, but go for it if you want to. No guarantees we're heading up, but it could. And then, if you want the safer play, wait for this thing to finish out. Wait for the RSI to get oversold. Okay, wait for it to finish. Wait for the short, and then nail the top. Nail it. And then ride it down and make your money that way. That's the best way to do it. But right now, we're in the middle of a wave. It's in the last stages of that wave. We don't know how much more it's got in it. So it's not the safest idea just to jump in to a market now that's been moving up a little bit. I don't think it's going to just go up forever here. I think it's going up correctively. Guys, I think that's all the energy I have for you here. Let me see. Let's check the chart here. Jay Lee. Let's talk about why 333 rather than 335. It really, and that's a really good question as far as an Elliott wave question is concerned. Um, it depends on how you interpret this wave right here. Okay, and it can be interpreted several different ways. Okay, for instance, I could try to interpret this as a 5, 3, and a 5. And that's fine. That would be an ABC. Okay? But this is a three wave. That's a three wave. I like this better as a three wave as well. Okay? I like the symmetry of this wave as a three wave for me is better to the eye to me than trying to count that as 5. So when I look at it, I'm like, it's kind of preferable for me to say that's a three wave move, and this is a three wave move, and so that would mean that has to be a W, a W X and a Y. Now, if that's a three wave move, here's what you got to understand: if we get another three wave move, There's only one thing that can follow that after a WXY and then a three-wave move. You can only get a three-wave move. Okay? Now, um, even if this were A, B, C, and then we get A, B, C here, we're going to get another. We're going to get another three-wave move there. So regardless, the only way you could do a 3-3-5 or a 3-3-5 or a 5-3-5 is you got to be able to count this as five. Come on, really? As five waves, and there's just I don't have five waves there. That's not a clear five waves. So that can't be a five and then a three and a five. And remember let's see, let me make sure I get his question right. Yeah, 3-3-5. A 3-3-5 is a flat, by the way. So a 3-3-5 would have to, this wave would have to come all the way up here, back up to 90%, 90% of that wave. Okay, so we have a three wave, and then we get another three wave, and then we could get a five wave down, but this has to come all the way up to 90%. So that's a possibility too. You know, but I don't know. I just don't think about flats, I guess, until I see them forming. So yeah, that is a possibility, though, Jay Lee. That's a possibility. Let's see. I'm sorry to cough in your ears, guys. All right, let's check Khalid's chart, and then I'm gonna head on for the evening, guys. I hope it's been helpful to you, just to talk about the charts a little bit and show you it's a big I don't know burger, but at least what I'm thinking, what I'm looking at. All right, Khalid here. Let's. It's pretty lines. I would love to see that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would certainly like to see that. Personally, I'm in a short right now, and that would be fantastic. Could happen. It could happen. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for being so gracious and patient. I'll try to get some videos out tomorrow. I think I'm going to be able to. If you can stand listening to this kind of voice, I think I can get the. I think I can get the videos out to you. All right. Well, guys, you guys have a great night. I hope that was helpful to you. Sorry about if y'all witnessed my little tirade and getting rid of somebody, but I just couldn't deal with the disrespect. So sorry about that, but I'm too tired. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the Telegram group, and y'all have a good night for sure. All right. Let's see here. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.